Recently, we got the opportunity to visit Ultimate Salon Professionals, makers of the Enjoy line of high-end beauty products. We had heard that Enjoy was quite new at entering international markets, and yet incredibly successful, so we had a particular interest to know their secret strategy. At our arrival, we were welcomed by Mary Kennebeck, Global Business Development Director, and Patrick Dockery, owner and CEO of the company. And before we sat down and bombarded Mary with numerous questions, they both spent several hours giving us a great tour of the impressive headquarters located in Oceanside, California. We visited all their departments and learned all about their quality products and the business philosophies that have made them so successful. Enjoy also has creative and media departments that produce lifestyle magazines and television shows, featuring celebrities, food, beauty and fashion, health and fitness, travel, lifestyle, and nonprofit organizations, and through these mediums always supporting and creating awareness of important causes. Now let's listen to Mary as she shares with us Enjoy's export success story and touches on the importance of building great relationships abroad, logistics, compliance, use of technology to communicate effectively, and many other crucial steps to succeed in international trade.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to let you guys do. Since you've seen just about everything, most of our buildings and processes, you're going to talk about export, import, and get down to the brass tacks, right?
That's right.
And also, she's going to show you about how we do our education, which I think you're pretty interested in.
Yes, very much, very much.
So I'm going to leave you guys and let you get seated and have a little talk, and then I'll come back in a little while.
Great.
We're going to be about a half hour or so.
Probably.
Yeah, because I got some stuff to do, and then I'll come back and say goodbye to everybody.
Excellent.
All right, well, good seeing you. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, thanks.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
So that was pretty exciting, the tour.
That was incredible. It was amazing to see all the different steps, and all the activities that you do in order to really provide the customer, the consumer with a quality product and everything that's behind. I loved it. So how many years did you focus on the domestic market here in the U.S.?
Well, the domestic market has been our focus since 2002, which is really the inception of Enjoy Professional Hair Care. And originally we worked with distribution, which was a traditional way to go to market. It was really the only way to go to market. And as Patrick's vision grew about the business plan, he wanted to be able to partner with a direct sales force. So what we did is we transitioned out of most of distribution and we actually hired our own brand advocates. So they're like territorial managers within their market. So we are a global brand, but we deliver at the local level. Why that's important today is the fact that whatever we do with our international master distributor, we actually use the same process that we do here in the United States with our direct sales force and offer that to our master distributor.
So what made you decide that taking your products internationally would be a good idea?
Well, a couple of things happened over the course of the last 2 years. Is the fact that we knew in the planning process, the best way to go international was to create a turnkey program. We wanted to make sure that healthbeautylife.com was all in place, that the TV show aired, that the magazine had already been out in the marketplace, that we had the capabilities on our website to actually manage that traffic. Because it's the foundation of our business, it's about a lifestyle, and we needed to have all those components together. Why that's so important is we wanted to offer a complete package to our international partners. So to do that, we wanted to make sure that the online education was taken care of for Enjoy Professional Hair Care, that the website actually was user-friendly for the salon professional as well as the end consumer. So those two pieces were married together almost 2 years ago. So we're talking to the end consumer for brand awareness, and then talking to the salon professional through education and through the popularity of Enjoy Professional Hair Care here in the United States, so we could bundle that whole package together and offer that to the master distributor because we have our own testimonial campaign and we have a proven track record.
Oh, okay.
So once we finished that, that was really through December, the end of December 2012, we had a planning meeting and decided that we needed to really commit and focus on international as a department because we were ready.
We were ready, yes,
We were
exactly. All
ready.
those, so you prepared for that moment. It's not that you decided, oh, going international and just jumping on it without really preparing.
No, we
yourself
didn't
to
do
it.
that at all. But what we did, which was important, is made a commitment to the investment. As we know, the budget is so important to that. We knew that we had to follow the global compliance and regulations for our product, which is great because we have the most healthy ingredients available for hair. So it was easier to get through compliance because of those ingredients. And then also the marketing pieces to actually help those distributors were already done.
Okay, so you were, yes, so it was a right fit, a right moment to do
It was a right fit. What's interesting to know too is as we were launching our international strategy is the fact that in the EU, for instance, the chemical and the cosmetic regulations changed. So we're lucky because we are in the United States and we do produce our product here in California. Most companies want products from the
Exactly.
USA, made in California, as we talked about a couple times today. It was important to make sure that we were compliant globally. So with that change, we had to really look at how we registered our product.
Yes.
So there was a little bit of a hiccup in there, and we really weren't prepared for that. But what we did is we dedicated resources within our team to be a documentation and legal expert. So we actually moved one of our specialists over into that department. So that was another commitment we did. And we also partnered with the U.S. Commercial Service Department, who
Yes.
has been our partner throughout the whole process.
They are great.
Right, they are great. And our representative here is Carrie Brooks.
Yes.
So she helped us with all the compliance documentation that we needed because of the U.S. Commercial Service Partnership Program. And we knew what we were eligible for. And then we knew what paperwork needed to be filled out. So she became a valuable resource for our logistics specialist. So with other companies, it's really important to know that you have to follow the guidelines and the rules of compliance to be able to export your product and allow your importer to actually import that product and make that as seamless as possible. And that takes time and that takes money.
Money and research
And
too.
research.
You have to really understand where you're going to, what's needed, and it's not, I guess, the simplest thing, but it can be done if you dedicate some time. And here, I mean, you mentioned at some point that you created an entire department just to focus on this international new market that you were going to work with.
Exactly. And what the other piece that's important too is when we worked with the U.S. Commercial Department, we wanted to make sure that we were in alignment with all of the programs and the procedures. We wanted to implement our processes to make it easy in this partnership we have with a master distributor going international.
Yes.
And the key was finding that right distributor. It's really a dating process as you're building a relationship. Because as you can tell during the tour, we're about a culture.
Yes.
We have a different kind of business philosophy. And as Patrick said, we're about evolve or die philosophy. And so for us, that international distributor has to believe that as well.
Exactly.
And for us, because we've put so much work and energy into our brand and into compliance, we want to have a trusted relationship with that master distributor, and they can translate that same message to the sub-distributor network, to the salons and spas, actually directly to the consumer.
So it's a chain.
It
that
is a
you
chain.
Make sure that you don't just deliver the product and who cares what happens later.
Right.
You go all the way till the end user.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So we're very specific on how we want that distribution channel to look. And usually with that partner that we're selecting, we know that they're through their business plan, and as we're building this relationship with them and then partnering with the U.S. Commercial Service, Foreign Service National, that works on behalf of the export programs living in those specific countries,
Yes.
we're mirroring them actually to the master distributor. So they're helping our customer import the product. So it's a seamless and transparent experience for our master distributor. And that's why so many people want to partner with us.
Exactly.
We are so selective on who that partner is.
Well, that it has to be that way, because otherwise it ends up translating in a bad way to your consumers, your end users, and the process just becomes so much harder. So you
Exactly.
have to be very selective on who you work with.
And we want the brand to grow in this whole process. And to create that global brand awareness, we have to really follow our compliance guidelines.
Exactly. Now let us take a few steps back to when you actually, December of 2012, that you decided, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I bet you were in some way like, okay, where do we start, right? Because you kind of have the idea, but the steps. What were some of your first steps? Did you call the commercial service right away? Obviously we know they're very, very, very helpful.
They are.
But how did they explain the process? Like they made it much easier. So I just kind of wanted to for people, to see how you did it.
Okay, perfect. Well, I have experience in international business. And I knew one of the things that was going to be our platform is finding the right relationship. So that was going to be the foundation of our business, period. It's a trusted relationship. And that's not just taking an order, so it takes time. So our investment in going international was going to have a longer return on investment. So that's really important to know when you're following the steps. So based on the fact that things have evolved over the last 15 years in the international landscape, we knew that we had an opportunity to partner with the U.S. Commercial Service Department. And our specialist was here about 3 years ago. And Patrick said, you know what, we want to put together an international team first, and then we'll touch base with you. So our call to our San Diego office was one of the first things we actually did. And with Carrie Brooks, we actually met and did a strategy on what we wanted to do and what countries we wanted to capture on the front end. So because the landscape around the globe has changed, beauty has expanded as a business sector, we needed to focus on markets that were easy to do business with, where we could actually trust that distributor, and where everything would actually translate.
Yes.
So we focused on 10 countries. And at this point, right now, we have 7 of those countries.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty
Excellent.
exciting, and we're working on the other 3. So by the end of this year, we should have all 10 of those countries.
In 1 year?
In 1 year.
Wow,
1 year.
Congratulations.
So that's
huge.
exciting. So
Yes.
because of the process, we were able to fast track the relationship. And the reason we did that is because we did partner with all of the eligible programs through the export.gov group.
Yes, and I think sometimes people, and we've talked about it, how they're a little bit afraid of seeking help, and I think this is it's a key to success.
Oh, it is.
They're there to help you. They have special programs to help you. The Department of Commerce and their export assistance centers, and there's other centers out there that really help the exporter. But yes, I think that was a very good decision that you did, because also it gives you more, it probably makes you feel better knowing that somebody's holding your hand.
Exactly.
And that they're going to actually tell you, wait, don't do this, or I wouldn't recommend that you go to this market. And in fact, I'm assuming that they were the ones that helped you select these 10 markets, right?
That's exactly it. So when we looked at the strategy last year and we selected those 10 countries, we had to take it one step further. So the third step in our process was to select a professional wholesale beauty distributor that's going to become our master distributor. So because I've been in the industry a long time, I actually did some research on people that I've known in the past. So it was easy to open that door. So that was one phase in that market research. The second phase was distributors that we had never met before, because we were looking for that boutique distributor who was open to a full brand and a turnkey program that can not only talk to the beauty professional, but also to the consumer. So it's being able to use our complete toolbox. So that criteria looks completely different.
Yes.
So once we selected a couple of distributors within that market, then I submitted what the distributor was and all the background to Carrie. Carrie actually did the vetting and the background through the database and also through the Foreign Service National that lives in that country, where some of these countries, they've already had relationships with these distributors through other brands.
Exactly.
And that allowed us to fast track the relationship. So what's important is it gave us credibility. And that was the most important piece of everything that we're doing, and we followed the process. What's different now in step 4 is the distributor today wants to come to the US, wants to see the manufacturer, wants to see everything that we've been talking about, where 15 years ago, a manufacturer rep, we would actually go to that country and interview them.
Yes.
So now it's become a true partnership. So we're really dating and we're getting married here. And people have been wowed about our whole story.
Yes.
So it makes it a lot easier. And what happens after they visit here is step 5 is they submit a business plan. And we talk about that business plan on how we can go into their market with them. And everything that we do is based on phase management. So it's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. And why that's so important is the master distributor has the ability to brand the product and then roll in some more of the product and then introduce new products through different phases.
I see.
And then it doesn't overwhelm the master distributor. It doesn't overwhelm the market. And we are committed to an organic growth of our plan. We're not looking for a fast order. We're looking to develop the relationship and help the master distributor and sub-distributors and salon professionals to get to the end consumer.
It makes sense too that you're doing it, and it's funny that a lot of people don't see that. They try to put all their products out there at once, and it's like, no, you need to work on the brand recognition, on the trust. And then once you incorporate or you bring out your other products, they're received in a very, in a great way.
Exactly.
And so that's very smart, very smart.
And what's proven here in the United States with our brand advocates, our direct sales force, is people need to try the product to really enjoy professional hair care at the salon level. So we invest in samples. And it's how we're really creating a market development plan within a specific market. And we invite the master distributor to actually focus on only 50 salons. They can do a market test. They can talk to their educators in that market to get feedback, because we know the product is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed, yes.
And everyone that touches the product loves the product.
Exactly.
So that's the easy part.
And you help them with that too, right? With your marketing kits and all that you provide them with. And so.
And then we take it one step further is the fact that we use online education as our #1 tool.
Yes.
Because our line is really simple. The names of the product tell exactly what the product does. So they're their own shelf talkers. So it's an easy education platform. For the salon professional, we've dedicated a website called enjoyprofessional.com, and it's password protected. So the professional that lives in any country can learn how to apply our permanent hair color, to learn about the semi-permanent color or the keratin smoothing treatment. The other thing that we've done is invested in technology, and this is the coolest tool on the planet. We use a product called, or it's actually an app called the Product Recommender. And it's an Enjoy exclusive technology app.
Product
Free.
recommender.
It's called the Product Recommender. And when we talk to the international distributors, they love this.
Yes, I bet.
So what happens is, and I'll show this to you later, is the fact that they can download this free app. The salon professional can work with the client sitting in the chair just like we're doing right now.
Exactly.
Answer 6 questions, and a customized prescription populates.
Wow.
And then that can be emailed to the customer, CCing the stylist.
Exactly.
Or it could be sent up to the reception desk, and those retail products can be ready for the client when they check out.
Oh, that's
So
excellent.
we've invested in technology, so it's a seamless, transparent experience again, and people are wowed by that. Because
Exactly.
we know today that the salon professional focuses on the professional services. Whether it's color and cutting, it could be cosmetics, it can be anything, but the stylist we know is the artist.
Exactly.
So we're just creating the tools to make their life easy, to help them make money, and then our online education is really as a sport for them.
Exactly. Yes, it's not like you're just pretty much, here's a product and you deal with it. It's
No.
like, no, you're actually offering that support, that continued support of the product.
Exactly.
Right? So,
And we want to keep them engaged with that. So the other thing that we've done, and we've just launched this, is a new website called hairdresserpower.com. And this is sponsored by USP. And this is a global social network of hairdressers.
oh, excellent.
So they're actually the ones that engage
Yes.
and interact with each other. Again, we're just sponsoring them.
Exactly.
And we're connecting everybody, so they're gonna learn from each other. And this is cool technology where
Yes.
we have a full integrated website that interacts with Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube.
Wow.
It is so cool. And the stylist of today is looking for marketing tools just like the master distributor is looking for. So we have a
Exactly.
turnkey program for a distributor to distribute our product. Now
Exactly.
we needed to have a turnkey program for the stylist to represent themselves.
Yes.
So they can put up a gallery of all of their pictures. They can post any education information. They can write articles.
Wow.
They can blog between each other.
Wow, and you're being this connector tool. And what's nice too is that you get, I mean, obviously you're very close to them and you get to understand what their needs might be.
Right.
But in this other forum or platform, you get to actually also see what the needs are arising or what
Right.
the new trends are, you know, and again, it's just a different, an additional tool that's also helping you even better your products and come up with new lines and
Absolutely.
and adapt it and
And what we're doing is we're looking at everything from a global perspective. So it's not just what's happening in our backyard,
Yes,
it's what's
it's-
happening around the world. And so we're going to continue to grow because of that investment. And the difference is that we actually care about the hairdresser. And we want to provide the best education for them and also be a resource for them and
yes.
be able to talk to that end consumer. And that's why Health Beauty Life was so important for us.
yes.
It's
Wow.
exciting.
Yes, of course, of course. You really have it in the right place. You know, you're like the perfect example of a company with an idea of well, you've had this, you know, company for a while, but the idea of taking this and actually making it happen with the right steps,
Right.
you know, and it's really exciting to see a
It is
company
exciting.
like yours.
And that's why it's so
Sex
important
stores.
to find that right partner, that right international partner.
Yes, yes, especially because the rest of the world also tends to value relationships, business relationships, and most of them sometimes even take them into their personal lives. Whereas
Oh.
here, the culture in the United States is not that much.
It's not a business deal.
It's not a business, exactly. So you have to,
You're
and you
part
have
of
that
their
very
family.
much. Yes,
Part
yes, you are.
part of the family. And what's interesting too is being part of the U.S. Commercial Service team now, we were able to take advantage of other opportunities that we've been invited to. So any of the insurance or credit insurance information or trade shows that are happening,
Yes,
we've been
the
able to
billions.
participate and partner with the Foreign Service National reps around the world. I'll give you an example. We went to the Cosmoprof show, which is a huge beauty show in Bologna, Italy, in March. And that is a building of 35 buildings of all beauty products. Some retail,
wow.
some wholesale beauty, but anything beauty is at that show.
Okay.
And we were invited to actually be in the USA Pavilion with the Foreign Service Nationals. We were able to meet with 9 of them from countries around the world where they're helping us pave the way to be able to go into that marketplace and fast track that.
Exactly, and you have the support right there.
Right
Any
there.
question on how do I do this with this work, they're right there to help you.
And they know the culture of that country and what's going to work and what products fit that marketplace. So they've been a huge resource for us.
Oh, that's very good that you took advantage of that because again, they're there to help, and I don't think a lot of people really realize
No.
that they're so good and so friendly.
Right.
You know, they're very nice. So
And it fits into our budget.
yes, exactly. That's another thing too, because a lot of their services are mostly for free, but the ones that are a little bit more specialized, it's not that
It's not that expensive.
So
It's not, and it's worth it. Every dime that is spent on any of the programs is worth it. You make your money back in the first order.
Exactly.
It's very small. And what's great about that, it's not about opening up a country and the Foreign Service National just goes on to somewhere else. They're part of the relationship. It's ongoing.
Exactly.
So when somebody is working with us in another country and they have a rep in their country that they're partnering with, it gives us credibility again.
Yes.
And that's worth the investment.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Wow, amazing.
It is amazing. It's
yes,
fun.
yes. So now that you had pretty much researched where to go, connected with the commercial service, how did you decide what was going to be your first product that you were going to take overseas?
Well, a couple of things that we knew right off the bat is the shampoo and conditioner category with a hair care manufacturer is the most popular category. Doesn't matter what it is, everybody wants shampoos and conditioners. And so that part was easy because we have sulfate-free and also pH balanced and stable products. That was easy for us.
Yes.
So we knew that category. We break everything down into categories. So the shampoo and conditioners were really important for our category. The next part on one of our claims to fame is we have a pre and post treatment. So what we've done is taken 5 of our products and created a treatment that can actually be done in the salon, and it transforms the hair in one treatment. So for us to really break ground in a new marketplace, we knew the pre and post treatment with those 5 products will give everybody an enjoyable experience,
Yes.
whether it's the stylist trying the product at home or they're using the product on some of their key clients where the distributor has taken this sample kit, which we call the market development kit, placed it into the salon and then taught the stylist how to use it or invited the stylist to go online
Yeah.
to learn about it, and it's what they could do right at the shampoo bowl. And that's the wow factor. People are like, that my hair has never felt so good. So the pre and post treatment was a guaranteed product. The other thing we did is we looked at the countries we're going after, and everything is based on hair type and scalp condition. Going
Good
back to the
point.
product recommender.
Yes.
And so we looked at all of that and we selected products that were going to fit that hair type. And it's not just the most popular products here in the United States. It wasn't that at all. It's what fit that marketplace. So we put together a list of our 20 best products that would fit in the international market. And I'll go back to our phases. Phase 1, I selected 12 of those products as really a market development pre-launch, like a teaser campaign to get everybody interested in the brand. And then we went into phase 2 to introduce up to 18 of the top products, top 20 products that we selected. And then by the time we went into phase 3, they're interested in all of the products, which we're going to call 20 products, and because they seeded the market.
I see.
And
Yes,
so
exactly.
everybody
They
saw
started.
the difference. And so with the styling products, with our oil, and with the hairspray, it actually fit as a system.
Exactly.
And now that they're using the product recommender, people are like, oh, I want this product, or I want this product. So the technology is what really created the demand on their wish list.
Exactly. And would you say out of the 30, how many products you
We
have?
have 34 products right
34,
now.
20 of them are international, are
Right.
going international.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then we'll introduce semi-permanent is the next phase, and then we'll get into permanent. And the reason we're doing it that way is when we're launching a country, they're gonna find, the sub-distributors are gonna find educators that work in salons that are the Enjoy potential educators that become our champion.
Exactly. They just absolutely
just
love
love
the
it.
brand, and they're actually waiting for more, right? So
They're
I bet
waiting
that
for
they,
more.
Yes.
So what we do then is the educators will fly here, and we'll be right here in this training room, and we'll do what we call the Train the Trainer program. So when we launch a distributor, we give them an education manual, so they can be educators at that point from a talking point about the product, but to do chemicals, products and services, we want to make sure they have a director of education and they have educators throughout their marketplace.
Wow. Okay.
It's a system.
Yes, it is, and you have it down. It's very
We
good.
do.
What were your fears? What were you afraid of when you?
That's a very important question, and that was something that we put into our strategy, and their top line fears. So we knew, one, the most important is diversion, because we've spent so much time protecting our brand, and here in the United States, a very popular brand. We wanted to make sure that it didn't end up in places it didn't belong. So we are dedicated to anti-diversion. It's so important.
Yes.
So when we say enjoy professional hair care, it is professional, and it really belongs somewhere where hair falls on the floor.
I see.
It's a salon.
Yes, I see.
So that was our biggest fear. The second fear was really about payment, because based on the global landscape of finances, also credit, everybody wants credit and wants terms on the front end. We had to really think about how we are going to handle the payment piece of it, because 15 years ago, we offered credit right away to somebody. Today, we don't do that.
No, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. So what we did is incorporated a policy that was actually built into the international distributor agreement, is that they would prepay their orders for 1 year, because we're going to keep dating.
Yes.
As we built this trusted relationship with them. And then we partnered, of course, with the U.S. Commercial Service Department, and we're introduced to the XM Bank.
Oh,
and there's
yes.
other companies as well for credit insurance. So
Perfect.
we didn't want to do that right away, because we wanted somebody that was really committed to the brand. They were investing in creating the brand, and by the end of the first year, then we would know what their forecasts are, what their purchases were, what the market share looked like.
Exactly.
How they were doing their education plan, and then we're in a committed relationship. So payment was huge for us. The third piece was how we were going to comply with registration and regulation,
Yes.
trademarks, copywriting, all of our information to really protect the brand while being compliant in each different country. So we knew that was going to take a team.
Yes.
And that is a huge piece of our legal budget.
Yes,
It really
yes,
is.
but it has to be invested, because you have, it's not something that you can just let it happen.
No.
It's something you have to really look at.
Exactly.
And protect your brand, protect your just all of it, and also making sure that you're not breaking any rules when you go,
Right.
anywhere you go, and so.
And we knew that part. So we can't just sell the product to sell the product. That it's not, let's do it the American way. We have to be respectful of the culture and the way of doing business in other countries, and that's not a cookie cutter program.
It's true. Yes.
So you have to be flexible, and it takes time. Completing the paperwork, doing all the dossier information, changing our product labeling to put 5 actual new languages on the bottle to go from labeling to silk screening.
Yes.
So it's been an interesting process, but we are committed to it, and we are laser focused on that piece of our business because we are true to the brand.
Yes.
And the expectation right off the bat, and part of our first conversations when talking to a master distributor, is that they are interested in a brand that is dedicated to brand awareness and that we are completely compliant.
Exactly.
And we want, and why that really helps them is that the product can make it through customs, that they're registered properly, and that goes back to the vetting process through the U.S. Commercial Service Department.
Exactly.
So we do all the right steps, and it's about step and repeat, and you just massage what you need to based on what that country needs are.
No, and you make it so much easier for yourself too.
Oh, definitely.
So, you know, it's one of those things, you follow the recipe, the cake's gonna come out, you know, the way it should, not.
Right.
And so.
And I think our last fear was each country was gonna request something different. And we're pretty flexible here in the United States. We wanna help everybody. But what we needed to do is be true to the strategy, be true to our process, commit to our international partnership with that distributor. And we couldn't just be doing different things for different countries.
Exactly.
Because then we're not true to the process. And really what the distributor is purchasing with us is a turnkey program. That everything's in that, it's a whole
exactly.
package.
It's not just the product.
Right.
It's the entire thing that we saw today and everything.
Right.
So.
And with a brand like ours, it's different because we're known. So we have a different confidence level. And so people want our brand.
Yes.
So we can sit down and say, we are going to do business this way because of the guidelines in your country. Then they know we're serious.
Exactly. Wow.
But the fear factor is definitely there, and that has to be built into the strategy.
Yes,
It
you
really
have
does.
to really prepare for that and address it.
Address it.
You know.
It is a full commitment. So the final piece was, how are we going to get the product from here in sunny California to whatever country you're going to? So we partnered with UPS, and then also some of our freight forwarders. And also with our distributors, they have freight forwarders because, of course, we're picking distributors that are already in this category of beauty. And they can actually consolidate some of their orders with other brands to be able to go on a container and go on a ship somewhere else. So we made sure, and you met Danae, we made sure that we were in lockstep with what they were doing with other brands and what those shipping requirements were.
Yes.
So that was really interesting, is we would offer a service to them to ship the product to the port, and then they would take it on the ship. Or the second option was they can use their freight forward right from our warehouse.
Wow, excellent, excellent. Yeah, so you really put a lot of detail into from the beginning all the way to the end of the process.
Exactly.
And of course, it's a continuation with the relationship and everything, but the whole supply chain type of thing is
Exactly.
every single detail. That's incredible, incredible. Wow.
And those were really our fears. So in the big scheme of things, it's really not that big of a deal if you have a solution.
Yes, yes. That's
Offering a solution and doing the research, and also partnering with the right distributor or customer to make sure everything fits together.
Exactly.
Because it can't be one-sided.
Exactly.
It won't work.
So what have you done differently in this whole process? Why are you different? Why are you successful and different?
Well, it's interesting because the fact that we've bundled a complete package together with a complete story that talks to the salon professional who we're dedicated to, that also talks to the end consumer, we are non-traditional in our approach. And Patrick's vision and commitment to touch the end consumer by inspiring them and motivating them and actually opening up the world of opportunities with travel, cooking, health, beauty, fashion, fitness, that we are truly a lifestyle brand. And what's so different about that is the way that we can communicate our brands through our marketing mediums is what's so different.
Yes.
So the foundation of Patrick's vision was to take health, beauty, life and put it on TV. To have a 30-minute lifestyle show that is all positive and inspirational.
Yes.
We also embed our commercials for Enjoy Professional Hair Care on there. So it's about that experience, and that offers a tool for the master distributor to do that same story in their country, as well as putting it as a print piece as our Health Beauty Life magazine, and then giving that consumer access to healthbeautylife.com to continue that experience. That's different.
Yes.
The other piece that's different is because we started with the magazine, we made the magazine interactive. So the little QR code, anybody in the world can scan that QR code with an app. They can actually watch a video, so it brings the article to life in the magazine right there.
Exactly.
What's different too is Patrick actually knows these celebrities with a cause. We are invited to go to different places around the world to expose different cities and touch different hotels and restaurants and different activities.
Exactly.
We're not paying for that.
Exactly.
It's about the relationship. And again, that gives us credibility.
Yes.
So with Health Beauty Life being really our lifestyle brand, that's our culture. As you could tell from the tour,
Yes.
we're about a family and
Yes.
everybody is a specialist. And we want to bring all that to life, just like the magazine with the QR code comes to life.
Yes.
So we've done that and then married Enjoy Professional Hair Care to Health Beauty Life for the professional to see the fact that we are advertising to the end consumer. That is the number one question for all beauty professionals. Do you advertise on TV? And Patrick said that he was going to invest in the TV show because when you're on TV, it's real.
That's right. Yes, that's
The
true.
TV show is real. The advertising we're doing is real, and it's in support of the salon professional. So we're actually talking to the salon professional through Enjoy Hair Care. We're educating them on enjoyprofessional.com, and then we're talking to their consumer in their specific market through Health Beauty Life.
Yes, so it's an all-encompassing
All in-
and making sure that it all, yes.
It is a complete lifestyle package, and that also opens up doors because of our lab and our new manufacturing facility to actually come out with new products and even retail type products.
Yes.
Because a master distributor wants to call on salons and spas, but they're actually asking, can you make a retail line? So it's really about what business sectors that are available out there.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's what we're working on. We are non-traditional. We are big global thinkers. We think out of the box.
Yes, you
and as you
do.
can tell with Patrick, he makes that happen.
He really does. Thank you for opening your doors to us, and it's been an amazing experience. I think our team and I have actually lived what you're putting out there, a lifestyle. How you all? I mean, it's been a lot of fun to be here
It's fun
today.
today.
With you see the relationships and how everybody just gets along so well, and you're all smiling, and it's contagious.
Yeah, it is.
It's really wonderful to be. Today we spent. We were a part of your world for some hours, and it's inspiring. I want to work here.
And everybody enjoys it. You can tell.
Yes.
We enjoy
Yes.
what we're doing.
Yes.
And the word enjoy translates everywhere. It's
Yes.
a beautiful word. And so we live that every day, and we know we're making a difference.
Yes, you are.
And we want to inspire everybody. So I just want to say thank you to you, Lynn,
Thank you.
and say congratulations about iBiz247.com. I love that. It's a one-stop shop for all the resources to be able to export your product. And I wish you were there a year and a half ago when we were diving all the way in. And it's been a huge resource. So anything that I can do to help you with that, I'm more than happy to do that.
Thank you.
Well, ladies, I am back. Did you miss me?
We did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just plowed the fields, milked the cows. I did the whole thing, you know?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You do a lot in a short time.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So now people believe me, right? Yeah,
Yes.
we are trying to do everything possibly, that we can do. It's all about, taking advantage of those opportunities, because they're not, once they come along, you got to be ready for them, don't you?
Absolutely, and you definitely are.
Yeah, and that's part of what you guys talked about, there's a lot of opportunity in the international marketplace, and people need to have a guide, and they need to take advantage of this.
Yes, well, your story and your company is very inspirational.
Well, good. I hope it helps some people out.
You sure will. You will see.
Oh, great. Well, now I want to say goodbye to everybody the way we do it on the show. You guys ready for that?
We're ready.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and until next time, just remember to enjoy.
Enjoy.